5 million each.
So what's that? $1 million?
Yes.
10 million.
10 million. So that is...
I don't know, something like that.
Well,
20 at 5 million is 10 million. Is 1 billion, isn't it?
A billion is 1,000 million.
Is it? Oh, well, it depends on how you... It depends if you quantify that as American billion, isn't it?
What's an American billion?
A million.
I think it could... I don't know. It's a British billion. Okay. 450,000 coppers at, let's say, around about £20,000 per annum.
Which we worked out as 11 million.
That's 11!
Yep.
11 billion.
Million.
No, it's more than that.
£25,000 a year.
Yeah.
How many?
Times 450,000. 450,000.
25,000.
Yeah.
Hang on, I'll work this out on here.
Yeah.
25,000 multiplied by 450,000.
Yes.
Is... Oh, yeah, you're right, actually. Crikey, I'm right.
Right, so it's around about 10 billion.
It's, 11.2 billion. Yeah.
And that doesn't take into account how much it costs to train a police officer. Because
that's right.
What they're saying is you could just get 450,000 blokes, give them a hat, and say, go on, boy.
Yeah.
But you don't do that, do you?
No.
Because you've got to teach them how to say hello, and all that kind of crap. Haven't you? And how to respond to the Let's Be Avenue joke. You know, all that.
Yeah.
Right? And how to beat somebody black and blue without showing. Not in the face.
Exactly. Don't do it in the face.
So they've got that one completely wrong anyway by itself. But they're saying so they're saying that you can add all these things together and you can do it for £10 billion.
Well, we're already up to well over 15. So
3 million students at around about £3,500 a year. That's their tuition fees.
Yep.
And what does that come to?
10.5 billion.
So you can see what they've done. They've come up with lots of little things for things that you can do with 10 billion.
Yep.
But not content with that, they want to pretend that you could get all of that.
That's right. Yeah.
For 10 billion, and this is shit.
Yeah. That's it. Exactly.
I hate this kind of shit. It is so annoying.
Yeah. So we're making that about 40 billion pounds, all of their bits, which they reckon you can do for 10.
That's it.
That's great.
And they're just so casual about this. They don't care about getting it right. I'm very angry.
Yeah.
Chat rooms or emails or anybody? Is anybody with me on this one?
Sorry, I was too busy working out things at the moment.
Did a good job there.
Got a bit of talk about Fat Steve.
Fat Steve had the audacity to phone me on my day job at the BBC during the week, and I understand that on air he said he hoped that I had something terminal.
I believe that was the case. Yes.
Really?
So he
charming.
Nice.
Because Basil does it much better, doesn't he? Do you remember what Basil says when he hears that his wife's not very well? He says, "Oh, nothing trivial, I hope."
Yeah.
Let's take this call.
Well, apparently he said he was naked in his flat and a load of children and parents saw him.
Nice.
Hello?
Don't need that. Hello?
Hello?
Do you know who I am?
Does it matter?
Do you what a strange question.
Fred Rogers.
Ted Rogers.
Have you by any chance lost your kitty?
You hit the button too soon. You've got to wait for our response, then hit the button. Okay?
Yeah. Sure.
Yeah. Now that didn't work. That one didn't quite work, did it? We should give lessons. No. We should give lessons on soundboards, shouldn't we?
Didn't Ted Rogers do 3 to 1?
I remember one time some of our neighbors who were studying ballet dancing got dressed up to look like raccoons.
Good for them.
Yeah. One of them was a mother raccoon, and the other a father raccoon. And there was a boy raccoon and a girl raccoon, and they made up a dance about that family. Oh, yes, I've read about that in the Bible. Yeah. Yes, I'm just going to feed my fish, and then I'll go out and wait for you.
Okay. Well, it didn't go anywhere.
Thanks.
But it was an effort. Somebody tried.
Yeah.
Somebody tried. Okay, we'll take Steve, who's been kind enough to Skype us.
Fat Steve.
Hello, Fat.
Hello, how are you?
Did you phone Did you phone the BBC and say that you hoped I had cancer?
No, not at all. No, absolutely. Well, first of all, okay, I don't want to give you a Tommy Boyd-style argument and say, no, I didn't say you had cancer, because I did jokingly say that I hoped it was terminal, but then quickly said, no, I'm kidding, it was probably just bad karma. It was an obvious joke, and for a fan of professional wrestling,
it was a cancer joke. There's no other terminal illness quite as good as cancer.
Okay, well, no, come on, Tommy. For a fan of professional wrestling, you should have loved that.
Alzheimer's is one, but it's still not as good as the good old Big C. If you're going to phone in sick, and they say, "What do you think?"
Are you talking about Stu now, or are you talking about the disease again?
If you phone in sick and say, "I think I might make a week of it," and they say, "What does it seem to be?" and you go, "Cancer," then they don't put the phone down and go, "Is there racing on this afternoon?"
Reminds me of that line from The Simpsons where he phones up and says, "I've got yellow fever." "Yes, I know I had that last week," he says.
Well, I'm just glad we're not talking about sensitive issues anymore.
No. I've got something for you, being a Yank.
Okay, well, can I just say something first that, I have really enjoyed your show for the first 3 weeks. Then we started to get into a few arguments and this and that, but I have kept coming on this show. So far, David Irving has refused to be on this show. He's a pussy, he's a bottler, and he's unwilling to take Fat Steve on.
Do you want me to call him now and see if he'll talk to you?
Sure.
I will.
Excellent.
Well, you've got to love this spontaneous interviewing. It's brilliant, isn't it?
Yeah. Sorry, let's give him a call, Sunday night.
No, but I mean, haven't you tried to get him on the show and he's been bottling it?
Several times.
No, he's just busy.
It's a bit like David Icke, you know?
Busy.
A bit like David Icke, he won't work Sundays.
Okay, guys, just give me 2 seconds silence whilst I talk to David Irving. I'll
it's 20 past. Why don't you hit the old button at 17?
No, I'd rather talk to him live.
Yeah, no, while you're calling him.
Okay, well, I'll hit the button. Steve, you stay with us.
Sure, I'm here.
playradiouk.com. Just great music.
The sort of people we want to respond to this commercial will only be interested in one fact. So here it is. £60,000 a year. Cue the money music. You see, we only want greedy people to apply to be telesales agents for us. People that won't care about the fact that no experience is necessary and that you'll be selling the newest, hottest product in TV. No, greedy people are only interested in on-target earnings of £60,000 a year. Greed is good. To find out more, call Play TV UK Limited on 08702 432 961.
Play Radio UK now has its very own online store with its very own products. playradiouk.com/shop. You could be the proud owner of a Play Radio t-shirt, mug, or even a teddy bear. There's a vast array of different products waiting for you to get your hands on, all at great prices. Check out the exclusive Play Radio UK range now only at playradiouk.com/shop. Play Radio UK. Just great music.
Beware, the content of this show may offend. Jovial juxtaposition, The Tommy Boyd Show on Play Radio UK.
If we're going to phone David Irving, would you like me to reschedule Alan from 7:30?
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll spike Alan for a while.
Okay.
But it might not come off. David Irving might not want to talk. But
okay.
Steve, you there?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm not like David Irving.
Okay.
All
right, well, you just sit on it whilst I call David Irving and I'll talk to him on air so that we can all hear. Okay?
Sure.
Okay. All right, here I go. Matt, perhaps you can fill everybody in with what took place whilst we were enjoying those announcements.
Well, I went for a Twix from the vending machine.
You didn't get another chocolate bar again. Do you know how many chocolate bars I've seen him eat this evening? That's absolutely outrageous.
Well, I'm a growing man.
It's disgraceful. Anyway, if you want to watch us